center of the universe.
Right here.
Des Moines, Iowa, baby.
Iowa.
Let's get this caucus going.
Boom! It's caucus time.
It's caucus time, baby.
Welcome to Iowa, the starting point for multiple failed attempts at becoming the next president of the United States, and the home to scotcheroos and corn. Lots and lots of corn. In a state where pigs outnumber people 7-1, and the most exciting things to happen are the National Hobo Convention or navigating your way out of a corn maze, the caucus is kind of a big deal. But letting Iowa go first is like letting your friend with multiple divorces pick your next girlfriend. They don't ever seem to pick an actual winner, and most of their choices seem to start with great expectations but end in painful disappointment. So exactly why do we let the 29th state get first dibs on picking the next person that we will have immediate voters' remorse for?
Why is Iowa first?
Oh God, I don't know.
We're not really sure why, and I think a lot of other people are thinking the same thing.
Why do you guys get to be first?
Because it's written into our Constitution.
Just because you called shotgun on democracy doesn't mean you get to sit up front.
Hey, guess what? It is what it is, man.
It is what it is, man. That is so America. It was written somewhere by a bunch of old white dudes 250 years ago, so it must be right. And look, I'm not hating on Iowa. Iowa is like the Canada of America. People are super nice, and like Canada, they live above a place that has issues with voting rights, reproductive rights, and issues with inclusivity. But we all have to agree that a place that has a population that is 90% white people, which is evident by the fact that they are home to the largest truck stop in the country, might not be the best representation for America.
It's very diverse here. That's what I've noticed.
It's actually not diverse, and that's the problem.
What's the problem?
With the caucuses, we're not diverse.
You understand that there's a diversity issue.
Right, but we're not giving up first place, just so you know.
That's American as
Isn't it, though?
You know, Iowa isn't known for its diversity, but I really contend that Iowa is very diverse.
It's 90% white.
Right.
But the 10% that's not white is 100% not white.
It is.
Iowa isn't the most diverse place.
Rural could be a minority, right, in the whole nation?
Absolutely.
Rural could be a minority? That's a real hot Iowa take.
Actually, Perry, Iowa, has a huge Hispanic Latino population, like where we are now.
You can see it in there, right?
Yeah,
Well, not in...
certainly, but they not in the, maybe not in the people.
In theory, it's definitely...
In theory, yes.
In theory. Yeah,
right.
in practicality or reality, no.
Right.
But theoretically, 100%. It's practically 50-50.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are diverse in our heart and by nature. And I'm not doing that because I'm all white privilege. I'm saying that because it's real.
Well, but diverse in your heart is kind of a white privilege-y thing.
It is
to
a white
say.
privilege-y thing, too.
It seems like the only real diversity in Iowa, if you're not counting the largest rural Danish settlement in America, is in the voting base. But even that seems to have changed. Iowa has sided with the Democrats in 6 of 7 elections from 1992 through 2012. But that changed dramatically in 2016 when Donald Trump won the state by over 9%. You would think one of the states with the highest literacy rates in the country would be the last place to embrace Donald Trump. Books to Donald Trump are like garlic to a vampire. So who exactly are these people that are voting for Donald Trump?
The MAGA faithful expressed their support for the former president in all the totally normal ways, with Confederate flags in Iowa and images of Trump on a velociraptor with a machine gun.
You know, people say, oh, that's a cult, blah, 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 but I feel like cult is such a negative word. We are not a cult. We are a group of Americans that love our country and want it back.
Are there any old hits or things you hope he goes back to?
Oh gosh, I feel like whatever he spews out of his mouth, I just love it. I just love...
it doesn't matter what he says?
Yeah,
We're gonna love it. We're gonna love being here. We're gonna love hearing what he has to say.
But this isn't a cult.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, obviously, this administration is doing all it can to pit each other against each other.
Yeah, every way, shape, and form, they've been trying to divide it.
Yeah, it's like this administration is giving the middle finger to half the country.
The whole country, if you ask me.
And that's
the whole damn country.
That's just wrong.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wrong.
We shouldn't be giving the middle finger to half the country.
Right.
We should be loving one another and working together.
We should be working together.
Right.
It doesn't matter what your opinions are, we can still be civil to each other.
Exactly.
And still be this great country that we are supposed to be, or we were at one point in time.
Yeah, doing this is childish.
Yes.
I really hope he gets to the topic of the border crisis.
That's one of the bigger things right now because that's completely being brushed under the rug.
And you're from Iowa?
I'm from Iowa, yeah.
So you worry about people coming from Minnesota?
How stupid are the people of Iowa? How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap.
Donald Trump has already won the Iowa caucus. He took home over 50% of the vote. And even though only 15% of Republicans showed up to vote, that number is too damn high. But if you think those last voters in Iowa had some crazy takes, you should check out this video on Trump supporters that were asked if we should build a border wall with Canada. I'm betting Canada will pay for it. Thanks a lot for watching this episode of Progressive Matters. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications. And remember, get educated and get out and vote.